Welcome back to Living 757. Guys, a really good walk in the afternoon gets the blood flowing throughout the body. But for those that live with lupus and also fibromyalgia, having a pain-free day is just as unpredictable as the weather is here in the 757. So joining me today is founder of the Social Butterflies organization, here to tell us about the annual walk that's here to raise some funds for this invisible disease. Let's welcome Chas Corbitt. My girl, how you doing? It's good to see you again.
Hey, Quincy, how are you?
You know what, I'm doing fine, but you know, you are such a bright light, so bright that you matched our furniture, or is it that our furniture is matching you? Purple is your color.
Look, we coordinate.
Coordinate. Gotcha. You know what, and it's like I tell everybody when I talk about you, like your energy for what you live with, okay? So you have lupus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the difference, for those that don't know, between lupus and fibromyalgia?
Well, lupus is an autoimmune illness in which, pretty much in layman's terms, your body attacks itself.
Okay.
So everything is fair game. Your brain, your blood, your kidneys, you know, your liver, your skin.
Yeah.
Fibromyalgia is a widespread musculoskeletal pain. So they're constantly in pain. And, you know, something as simple as a gentle hug can cause them pain. Lupus is considered life-threatening because, you know, it does attack your organs. Whereas living with fibromyalgia is life-altering, but they do have issues with depression and things of that nature. Both of them do. So you could say.
Right, you know, and as I say, like, you always, no matter what, you have a smile on your face, and I know that you're always living through the pain, and that's what this walk is about, right? Kind of walking through the pain. Tell me a little bit about the event really quick.
Our Butterfly Walk for Lupus and Fibro is our annual flagship fundraiser. I call it our family reunion. You've been there, you know, we get there, we have fun, we enjoy, we have resource information so people connect with other people that's living with the illnesses as well, and develop that kind of bond and understanding. It's good to be around people that understands what you're going through. They're walking the same shoes in a sense. And then
we do the walk around the track.
We walk around the track. We have our grand marshal, we have music, we have a warm-up fitness. This year, my son is actually performing.
Nice.
Yeah, he wrote a song for me, so I'm excited, right?
Look, we don't need to have no tears, but let's talk about this grand marshal, okay?
Yes.
You know, in fact, it's an actress from the hit TV series Queen Sugar. Let's welcome in virtually Miss Tina. What's going on, Tina?
Hey, y'all. It's a pleasure to be here, Quincy, and hi, Chastity.
Hey.
Yeah, like, so you're going to be the Grand Marshal at this year's walk. It'll be so cool to meet you. I know I'll be a part of it. But your role on Queen Sugar was really impactful because you don't live with lupus or suffer from fibromyalgia, but your character had that. So how did that role teach you a little bit about what this invisible disease was about?
Yeah, it was such a pleasure and a moment of pride to be able to learn about this disease and then have it represented in my character so that the world would know more about this disease. Our showrunner and creator, Ava DuVernay, who is an amazing being, has lived with lupus for like 20 years. And when she gave me the honor of being able to, you know, research this disease and bring awareness to, you know, the television world, I mean, that's an honor.
Yeah, Ain't Vi, right? Ain't Vi is who the character was. Now, before we let you go, I know that you've got some pretty cool projects that's coming out, so can you share those?
Yeah, sure. I just released my second book, which is The Inner Fitness Revolution, and it really does align with the work that Chastity is doing in terms of lupus and just people who are challenged with stress and depression and trying to have tools and skill sets for living through the challenges, living through pain. And every page of the Inner Fitness Revolution offers the reader a uncommon way of not just living through it, but thriving.
Awesome, awesome. And that's why we need folks like you that's not only making an impact on TV, but also taking it to the books and outside of your role on TV. Thank you so much for stopping by and for joining us. And definitely safe travels. Can't wait to meet you in person.
Same here. Thank you.
All right, Tina. Yeah, so Chas, really quick, tell people how they can get involved and, you know, like if there's any tickets and things like that, and the date and where it's going to be.
Well, it's going to be indoors at Boo Williams Sportsplex in Hampton. You know, walking in the sun is not good for us, so we had to move that walk indoors last year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be from 1 to 4 p.m. with doors opening at noon.
Okay.
You could go to the Butterfly Walk for Lupus and Fibro.org to register.
Okay.
Right now, if you use the code AUNTVI, you save $10 off the registration.
Awesome.
So it knocks it from $50 of registration down to $40. Make sure AUNTVI.
AUNTVI.
And the funds we raise all go back into our free programs and services.
Awesome.
We have emergency financial assistance to help with the medical bills and prescriptions, support groups, college scholarships.
Yeah.
So we really try to make sure we provide services that we know, because the board is comprised of thrivers like myself
And
or
that's
caregivers.
That's why we vibe so much. Thank you so much again. I mean, just for you just being here, I know it takes a lot to move and do that. So thank you. I can't wait to see you on that walk as well.